Wolfenstein: The New Colossus doesn't ask you if it's okay to punch Nazis. It tasks you with making them explode with microwave traps while you're rolling around in a wheelchair with a submachine gun on a German U-boat. So Wolfenstein: The New Colossus picks up basically right where the last game left off. Protagonist BJ Blazkowicz was in a coma for 5 months, and as such, you're starting the game out completely as an invalid almost. Your legs aren't working. It's said that your body is just broken. You're starting out the game in a wheelchair, pushing yourself around, and that lends itself to some really neat gameplay moments. So, because you are in a wheelchair, you can't go upstairs. Once you go down a flight of stairs, there's no going back up. So that makes it a little bit easier to get your way around the U-boat. I still found myself going in circles a lot, trying to find out where I needed to go. But that's because I just wasn't reading the environment correctly. I'm dying a lot in this one, more than I have in any E3 demo in a really long time. I was trying to go up stairways when I couldn't, when there were actually what I needed to do was move myself onto a gear that would turn and then lift me up to the next section of the boat, where I needed to start killing Nazis again. And you can do that in a couple of different ways. One of the ways is with these microwave traps that you turn on a fuse box, and the Nazi that just happens to be walking by will explode. And his friends will actually react about that. Somebody was saying, oh, some of his brains are on my shoe, or I was supposed to be the best man in his wedding. And it almost makes you a little sympathetic, and then you realize, no, they're Nazis. You can never be sympathetic to Nazis. So the thing that really jumped out to me is how good the writing is. Speaking of the incidental dialogue from the Nazis watching their brothers in arms getting killed, the dialogue between BJ Blazkowicz and his teammates is just as well written and just as well delivered. And it's genuinely funny. There's an elder doctor who was talking to BJ about how bad his body was broken. He said, not even your schmeckle works. So, I mean, it's really doing a lot to kind of create a nice light atmosphere despite how dark the game is. This game takes place in 1961, in alternate history where Germany won World War II and they are proceeding to go into world domination. If this game did not have that levity from that writing, it would not be fun to play. It would probably be incredibly depressing. But everything about the game is just, from what I've experienced so far, granted it was a short demo, was executed at a very high level. The writing is so good. There's so many little minor moments of levity in otherwise serious scenes that really help to keep the tone light and moving along while still not betraying the overall dark tone of this game. I played about 20 minutes of the game running on a PC. It's also coming out on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One on October 27th. That's 2 days after mine and Katy Perry's exact shared birthday. For more news out of E3 all week, keep it tuned to Engadget.com.